Hey y'all, okay, so I'm about to park the car. I hope everybody had a really great day today. So, yes, I'm back. Y'all know I'm chiming in on this live stuff because my phone allows me to do live, what's the names? Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm tired. Come on, y'all. You guys, let me get over, please. Please don't. So you just not going to let me get in? I'm going to get in anyway. I'm busting right in front of you, and you have no choice but to let me give it. And she's still going to scoot up, right? These people are rude. So anyway, so I was sitting up here looking at something. All these cars are going to just beep at me. Watch. Sorry, boo, but I had to get over because she wasn't trying to let me get over. But anyway, so today I just got finished looking at something on YouTube, right? And usually I look at this guy by the name of Walter. If y'all have ever looked at him, he stays in Atlanta. This is a gay man, and he just thank you, boo. Let me over. Don't hit the car. Thanks. Okay. So let me pull over so I can speak to y'all properly. So this guy be pretty much, he keeps it real on what's going on out here, especially with gay men, bisexual men, and men that approach him when they're married. And I remember when I was looking at one of his videos, although I disapprove of his lifestyle, I have to respect him on some of his views and the things that he's saying that he definitely sees that is not right. Like, for instance, he was saying that he was in a grocery store and a couple came into the grocery store. Oh, okay, I'll move. Okay, you're welcome. They're like, the police like, you can't park here. I got 3 minutes, really? Y'all, they don't allow me to park here till it's like 6 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, bye. I'll just scoot on the other side. It doesn't make a difference. I'll just ride around. So anyway, I mean, the guy has really great views or whatever, right? And I'm trying to get over here. The guy has really great views, right? And what happened is that the man approached him while he was in the grocery store, while he was with his wife, and was like giving him compliments that he looked real built and everything. And he gave the guy his card and was like, I'm into the whole scene, but my wife doesn't know. And he was really disgusted, like, how could you approach me when your wife is in this grocery store? And he started saying how it's a lot of men that's gay in the lifestyle, and they have wives and significant others, and they're still dating men, and how he just finds it just really messed up or whatever like that. So it's 5:58. I'm scooting back. Just gotta scoot up. It's 5:58. It's about to be 6 o'clock. Come on, y'all. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, it's about to be 2 more minutes. If I see them, I'm out. Okay, so anywho, so he was saying like how disgusting that, it's a lot of men that's in this lifestyle, but they approach him. It's a lot of gay men, and they approach him with their wives in the back. Like, his wife was wandering around the grocery store, and he still approached them like, hey, I like men, and whoop whoop whoop, right? And so he was just discussing how that's how they rock these days. So somebody posts on his thing like, well, I think it's okay for women to start dating bisexual men. I mean, that's something that I wouldn't do. But it was a lady who posted this, and she was like, that's nothing I would do, but I think that it's okay. And I was like, I comment like, what are you supposed to be, the spokeswoman for all straight women? You need to sit down, like, for real. So, you know, I just started looking to see, is that how they're going right now? Because it seems like it's okay for or some women feel like, well, I don't mind if my man is dipping and dabbling with other women, with other men. But I'm like, I still see, and included myself, that there are a lot of women that's like, oh, hell no. Oh, like that Oprah on Color Purple, hell nah. You know how she said that, right? I said, hell nah. I'm just being real, y'all. So anyway, when I'm sitting up here, this lipstick is not, my lips look extra chapped right now. So anyway, I wanted to ask y'all a question, and I don't want to get sidetracked. Sorry, y'all, but my lips look, that other lipstick color is not rocking right now. So I wanted to ask y'all this question. Would you date a woman? Would you date a bisexual man? Me personally, no. Heck no. Heck no to the no to the nah no. Because, you know, I'm an 80s baby. Y'all know I'm not down for that lifestyle. For each his own, for each his own. I like my men to be straight as an arrow. Straight as an arrow, to the point he's a man. He ain't down for that. But I'm starting to see too that I'm looking at YouTube, and there are gay men who are attracted to straight men who never been with men. And they're sitting up there like, it was, I forgot who it was, which show it was, some guy and some other dude. And he said, well, why is it that you like straight men? It's not that you like men, you want to go after straight men. Is it because the unforbidden fruit? It's like, are you kidding me? Like, no, I would no. Honestly, I'm going to be very honest. I would much rather and prefer my man to tell me that he cheated on me with like 25 women than to tell me that he been sleeping around with men. I mean, that's just like that's one of those things like, nah. Because to me personally, I feel like it takes away your masculinity, because another man dominated you. And as a man, as a man, you are a man that's meant for a woman. So if I'm a heterosexual, a straight woman, I want a straight man. I am not settling. I'm not going to sit up here and find out that you sitting up here dipping with another man. And so I was looking at some of these videos out here where the lady was like, you know, I was very happy that he said that. And I mean, again, I'm not sitting up here and I'm not disrespecting nobody, but that's just my cup of tea. That's my preference. Like, you have some gay men out there and they prefer to be with gay men. You have some men that they don't care. They can be with a woman or they can be with a man. But I personally, no, I'm not dating no bisexual. What? Huh? I'm up here walking, and the whole time, you know, I'm getting threatening phone calls from a man who's in love with that you didn't. Nah. You know, there's still men out there that's like, oh, hey, nah, Slim. Like, there are men out here, straight men, that don't rock that way and not down to go that way and not going to change their mind or emotions, and they're not hurting nobody's feelings, but that's just the way they are. I'm a man. I'm not into that. I'm not ever going to be into that. That's the type of man I like. If women decide that that's what they want to do, then hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. Like, the CDC has said that, like, far as the STDs and stuff, and I'm not sitting up here. Yeah, well, it is very true, especially amongst the gay lifestyle, people that are gay, you know, contracting these diseases like crazy. Like, the percentage have gone like way up there, and some of them aren't telling their partners. Some of them aren't having protective sex. You know what I'm saying? So the high percentage, especially amongst gay men, it has skyrocketed. So if you're sleeping around with that, you know, I was taught when I was in school, and I'm not sure if they're teaching the same thing, but if if you are a virgin and you slept with somebody that slept with 70 people, you actually just slept, and they had unprotected sex, you slept with 71 people. You know, you did. So you have to, I'm just going off of what the statistics are saying out here. From young gay black men and young, how can I say, and gay men in general. Just not the black men, but gay men in general. It has gone up in enormous rates that they're contracting stuff. And so, and I'm not saying that no heterosexual woman or no straight woman can't contract anything. I'm just saying that lifestyle is very risky. And I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I want my own king. I don't need two kings. I want my own king. And I want him to reign over me. Nobody else. And if, there are men who got delivered from that, and they're with women who, they accepted that was their past. But you can't come to me and be like, oh, I like you, but I like men too. Oh, well, baby, it's just not gonna work. Woo, you cute and all, but back in the day when I used to see a cutie, I'd be like, dang, he fine. But now I'd be like, he probably like men. You know what I'm saying? That cuteness doesn't faze me anymore. Especially riding into DC, right? I mean, I would see some fine guys. I'm talking about white guys, black guys. They are fine. Do you hear me? They are fine. And the next thing you know, they get the tongue down another man. I'm like, never mind. All that fineness went out the window. It's like, that's just it. I can't. And I like a man's man that knows himself and doesn't feel threatened, nor feel like they have to come up with an explanation to tell you, I'm straight. I'm not gay. I don't rock like that. I don't like that. That's just not my cup of tea. I prefer women and women only. And I believe that, some, like one of the ladies when I was looking at on YouTube, she was talking about how she feels like this movie that she was looking at, how they're trying to push women, and particularly black women, to accept bisexual men. And she was like, no. Why do I have now? No. So I know you hanging out with the boys, right? And I know you rock that way, and you supposed to come home to me? Nah. Remember that song, I was ready for Betty, Susan, Helen, and Jane. And all the time it was Bill that was sleeping with my man. Now, Bill's been to my house 1,000 times. Bill was a friend. I tell you, it never crossed my mind. Y'all remember that song? But that's like a nightmare. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not even sorry to walk up in your house and see your man laying in the bed with another man. I'm sorry, y'all. But that's another level of breaking up. It's like, I'm sorry. And y'all know I got my what's the name on. I'm sorry, my finger was itching. I had to go put it back on. So y'all know that's a whole nother level. Nah, no, women don't settle for nothing. You get you a man. You get you a straight man. Do you hear me? Not somebody that's giving up no tail cheeks. Not anyone that's giving in top bottoms that they want to call. No, you never settle. I'm never going. And I'm going to tell you something too. In 2017, the best way to be in 2017 is celibate. Because it's too much out here, man. You're not only getting burnt with all of this HIV/AIDS, but then you have to deal with syphilis and gonorrhea and all this other mess. Just like when they had that girl trip that came out, right? Where she was like, they was all sitting there waiting for her to come out. And she was like, it's only, what did she say? Chlamydia, it can be healed. And they like, yeah, that's not cute. Your body is a temple. Take care of your body. But this is my question to y'all. Would you date a bisexual man? Would you date him? Do you think it's acceptable? Are you like, well, each his own? I feel like, me personally, I just feel like I came from a different generation. And to me, it doesn't even matter what generation you came from, especially if you're a Christian woman. You should never be settling for a bisexual man. I mean, you should never to the no, ever settle for anything like that. You never become number two. That's number one. Never become number two. You're always number one, and you deserve to be number one. And that man needs to reign over his household and over his dwellings. And to have a man that's dipping and dabbling with another man, or doing it secretly, and then to say, well, you know what, I love you so much, but I'm going to accept you. If you want to go out and date him, then go ahead and date him. And then, when you come to me on a weekend, it's fine. Just like that new song they had. That's why I don't listen to the radio. I was hearing some new song on the weekends. You can have him on Monday. She can have him on Tuesdays. You can do Wednesday and Thursdays and on Fridays. And he can come to me on a weekend. Are you kidding me? That song spells STD. That's what that song spells. Come on, y'all. We just going shit like a ball of snakes. Are you serious? Like, where did y'all get that? Who came up with these lyrics? And a lot of these youngins are out here and they're following that, saying it's okay to just share men. It's okay to not be committed into a relationship. It's okay that I have them on this day. We all can get along. We can all get together. And then when everybody get burnt together, going to everybody's funeral one by one, because y'all wanted that weekend type of fun. And another thing too, like I was telling you, they said, especially in that lifestyle, like CDC reported this. Like, they have high rates of STDs that's being reported in Atlanta and California. You know what I'm saying? So, one lady said, she was looking at that guy's Walter video, and she said, I haven't been with anyone for years, and sometimes I get these urges, and when I do, all I have to do is watch your video, and I'd be like, never mind. I was like, me too. I don't want anything out here. You much rather be celibate and not have sex, and know that, okay, if I'm not having sex, I can't contract anything. Because what they're saying these days is have protected sex. But what's protected sex, though? What's protected? Why can I say that? What's protected sex? What is it? Just putting on a condom? But if it's skin and skin touching each other, you can still catch something, right? Like the guy Usher. He was going around with his bag of confessions. People popping up. And to make matters worse with his situation, he cheated on his wife with her best friend, which happens to be one of her bridesmaids. And was it syphilis or something like that, from my understanding, that he gave her? And the bridesmaid sued him for $1 million. Everything that's cute is not cute. Everything. And so I be looking at this guy videos, right? So he was talking about how he was on vacation. He met somebody that was out of town, right? And the guy was like, I know who you are. I watch your videos. And he told him, like, look, I don't trust nobody no more. And the reason why he don't trust, I hope my phone don't go dead. The reason why he don't trust nobody anymore, because he decided to have a rendezvous out of town. Him and some other guy was showing each other their paperwork, saying that they HIV negative and they clean and all this other stuff. He went down there and had unprotected sex with this man in a hotel room. And when he came back home, not only did the dude have warts and all types of stuff that was on him and funguses, when he went and took a test, yes, he was HIV positive. And I'm like, that one night can lead you into a deadly sin. Deadly sin, and it will bring back a bag of stuff that you can't get rid of. So it's not worth it out here. So celibate, y'all, is the way to be, but never settle for that. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Would you be open-minded to be with a bisexual man? Would you? That's how they rocking these days. Now, I was speaking to one guy that I was dropping off. This guy to be like 27 years old, and he was saying that's how they do it. Nobody has a commit relationship. It's called side pieces. Like, they really be like, yeah, I'm about to go see my boo. Okay, baby, will you have a good time? I'm not sharing my man with nobody. You either gonna be mine, or you can have him. But I'm not sharing. No, how much I will reign on my throne. I would be the queen sitting there, until the right king comes along. But I am not sharing my man with nobody, and especially a man. Especially a man. Another man. No. I'm sorry. No, I'm not even sorry. I'm not even going to apologize. A real man, you're not going to have to worry about his sexual preference because it's already going to be stuck in him. Nah, baby. I'm not rocking that way. I'm strictly, I'm just about women. I'm just about men, and that's it, and that's all. But a lot of people are going this way, and I'm like, why? Do you feel, are you that desperate that you feel that you can't find someone? I had this white guy get in here, and I was taking him home, and he was like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, sure, ask me a question. What's up? And he was saying how he met this girl, and he played like I was picking him up in D.C. because he plays in some like kickball team or something like that, and he said that he really likes this girl. The girl showed really good interest in him, but then they were supposed to meet each other in the bar, and they were all together in the bar, but he didn't see her, but she was texting him. And I said, well, read me the text message. So I'm trying to decipher what this text message was all about. And yes, sure enough, she was drunk, but I think he kind of like was too forceful towards her, going too fast. But he told me like, she's bisexual, and I said, okay. I said, are you okay with that she's telling you this? Because it's like saying, okay, I like you, but I'm into this too. You know what I'm saying? I want you around, but I'm really liking this too. So you can't get upset because I told you up front. It's the same thing like when men say to a woman, I don't want a relationship. That woman feel like, I can change him. What didn't you get, boo? It don't matter how much money you gave him, how many cookies you gave up, what you done did. He already said he don't want a relationship. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't really commit like that. Because why do you need to commit when you're going to give it up so free? Or you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to bring my self-respect down and accept anything. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. But if you rocking like me, oh no, boo. Oh no. And I love conversating with, gay men and bisexual men who out here in these streets. Yeah, that's right. Oh, with y'all? Oh, y'all went there? I had one young guy I picked up. This little boy, he was 24 years old. I picked him up 3 o'clock in the morning. He just came from a gay nightclub called the Eagles or something like that in D.C. This over in Benner Road. I'm like, where this club come from? And so when I picked him up, he was telling me, oh, I didn't like this club. I don't like. I said, well, what was wrong with the club? He was like, he was invited to go to this gay bar, and these dudes was in this club, and he was like, it's a lot of drugs going on in there, and they're having sex on the floor. I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, look, you got to be careful. And it's crazy on the way that when we were going back home and I was taking him home, a car just flew in on 295 and pow, hit the rail. That he had to call 911 and give them the marker while I was dropping him off. But yeah, he was telling me like my parents, like he was dating a girl, so he's still attracted to girls. So I'm asking questions. Are you still attracted to women? And he was like, yeah, I'm still attracted. It's just that I just wanted to just find some other things. And so he was being very truthful to me. And he was like that his parents will probably kill him if they find out that he's gay. But clearly this is a bisexual man, and some women are just like, so it's cool, it's it is what it is. And some men too, they're just like, and when I asked that other guy, I was like, so how do you feel about that? He was like, yeah, like I really don't like the simple fact that she is bisexual, but I'm like, he was pretty much like hesitant, like, well, as if he can change her because of what her lifestyle is and what she's doing. I met one lady the other day, black lady, and she was saying she was married to a woman. I was like, oh really? So how did that work out? Well, they got married 1 year and they got a divorce within a couple of months. And I said, oh, and I'm not by any means saying that, oh, see what happens, the divorce and all this other stuff, because y'all know what I'm facing. But when it comes to sharing men, when it comes to dating a bisexual man, oh no, not on my plate. You can have it. Because that right there is going to come with a lot of freaking drama. And even gay men are sick and tired of undercover DL people that's going out there living two lifestyles. You have marriages that have been going strong for 15, 20 years just for the man to up and leave and say, I'm in love with Bob. Or say, I've decided to be a woman. You know, I can't. I'm not. I will not. And I'm not apologizing for it. That's just the cloth that I was cut from. That's just my DNA. That's just my preference. I am not giving in. I'm not, and I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. If a man tells me, look, I like you, but I'm bisexual, I'm disgusted by it. Ugh. Gross. No. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm sorry. I can't. I know y'all like, okay, money. No, it was always nasty then, and to me, it's gonna be nasty now. You know, let me tell you, when my nephew was alive, he could spot a gay man a mile away, and I used to be like, "Is he? Yep, he gay." Oh. You looked fine before, but the minute I find out that you rocking that way, nope. It's just, to me, it's like his masculinity just was taken from him. Like, you just gave that up. Like, what can you do for me? Like, no, you know, that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. You want to be with another man, then be with another man, but just know that this woman don't ever want to be with you or that other man. Like, y'all can move to the side. That's not my flame. It's you know, that's not my thing. I remember dating somebody years ago, and he was at the gas station. Another man was checking him out. I remember going to Valley Total Fitness before it became LA Fitness, and this guy, I mean, he was an attractive guy. This is before I got married, and he was teaching me how to do the breaststroke like we was in the pool. And this bodybuilding guy was like, "Excuse me." This is before this was like, I want to say about how many years I've been? This was probably about 12 years ago. This bodybuilding guy, he had like a little bikini underwear on. He said, "Excuse me, when you're finished with her, could you teach me?" And I said to myself, is he stepping on my toes? And this is a butch dude, like he can beat both of us up. No. Don't y'all, I hope y'all ladies ain't settling out here. And I'm going to tell you something. I haven't been with anyone. I've been, how old is Symphony? Symphony's 2. I stopped having any type of intercourse with my husband when I was, as soon as we found out we was pregnant. Y'all know I had a high-risk pregnancy. I think we did a couple of things when she was born. But yeah. Yes, like, so after that, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, ain't nothing out here worth wanting. Especially if y'all just double backing, double picking, and these youngins, I'm seeing kids, I'm seeing teenagers look so burnt out, it's ridiculous. Bare bellies, lips look all black because they smoking all daggone day. They don't look like they in shape because they at home on a computer on their phones. And then I'm seeing boys looking like girls, and even the guy, okay, y'all peep this. So even the guy, Walter, the video I was looking at, he was saying that as a gay man that he's finding that it's ridiculous, even when he goes to these clubs and go out, that men are looking like women, and he don't want that, because when you look at it, he says he's gay, which means he like men, but he doesn't like anything to look like a woman. And why is it that more men are looking like women? This is what he said. This is a gay man. I'm looking at his channel, okay, and I'm like, you got a point there. Because I never forget, I used to be in a rap group, and one of the members was gay. I mean, she was just lesbian in a lifestyle, and I loved this girl. She was younger than me, so I took her under as my baby sister or whatever. But she was too much. I mean, it was too much going on with them. And I remember one time we all went out, because her friends, I moved them all into an apartment or whatever like that, because I was working in the rental office. And I remember we all had went out, and we was all sitting there and we was sipping. This is in my early 20s. And while we were sitting there, they were all like, they used to call me Betty. So they was like, oh, I like Betty. I like Betty when Betty do this, and I like Betty. And at first I was like, oh, that's nice of y'all. But then I felt uncomfortable. Like, these girls are really trying to hit on me and trying to drag me into this group. So this is what I said. Thank you, my sisters. Thank you. Thank you very much, my sisters. And this is the question I asked them. If y'all don't like men, sorry, y'all. My godsister just sent me something. I'm going to look at that in a minute. So, if y'all, this is what I asked them. I said, if y'all don't like men, why do you date women that look like men? And everything went silent. It was like crickets. I was waiting for somebody to say something. And it took a long time. I think maybe like 5-10 minutes later, one of them was like, I know. The reason why is because we want them to look like it, but don't have the features like them or something like that. Features like them, and pretty much don't have the piece down there, I suppose. I don't know. For each its own. But y'all answer this question. Would you ever date a bisexual man? Would you date a bisexual man? Me? Hell no. No. No to the no. No to the no. What? No to the no. What? Heck no. Heck no. I see you right there, Mr. Cat. Nope. No to the no. Nope. What? Huh? Nah, I ain't rocking like that. Never rocking like that. Never. You know how certain things like, I'm never denouncing Jesus. I'm never giving up my Lord and Savior. I'm never going to stop believing that God is real. And I'm never going to date a bisexual man. Never, ever. Or a gay man. Nope. Not me. No. Can't do it, y'all. Let me head back in this house and tend to Symphony.